afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
Thank you so much for being here today. We have such an exciting show coming up. We'll learn about Greenville's 11th annual Aces for Autism fundraiser tonight. We'll meet an interesting woodworker in Beaufort. Plus, find out how to get a great deal when you dine at this great ENC restaurant. And that's all coming up shortly. But now, let's get into what makes this day so special. And today is National Chocolate Day.
Oh,
yeah.
If there's one thing, or if there's two things I like, it's cheese and chocolate.
Oh, me too. You cannot go wrong with either one.
That's what we need to rename this show. Just cheese and chocolate.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. We gotta bring cheese and chocolate on set. And honestly, so history.com says that chocolate has been enjoyed since like dating back centuries to Mesoamerican cultures. And Harvard Health Publishing said that dark chocolate specifically is really great for its health benefits, heart health benefits, and mood enhancement, actually. Oh. So if you eat a piece of dark chocolate, it may just lift you up a little bit.
I know, I know, before and after I eat chocolate, I am much happier after.
Me
because,
too.
Hello, it's chocolate.
Yes. Do you have a favorite kind?
Oh my gosh, okay. It depends on what it's with. I don't like white chocolate.
Okay.
I like it mixed in with things like a white chocolate mocha from Starbucks. I can drink that, but like straight up white chocolate, I'm not as big of a fan of.
It's too sugary.
It is.
Like a sugar.
It tastes like you're eating sugary milk.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of.
I agree.
But milk chocolate I think is my favorite, but I prefer dark chocolate for like fruits. With strawberries or raspberries or something.
So good.
Raspberries and dark chocolate, yeah.
Yes. I completely agree.
What's your favorite?
I'd say milk. Well, actually, I have a lot of different favorites, but we can go into that another time because what day is it also?
So today is also International Animation Day.
Oh my God.
So it kind of just celebrates the art of animation.
Wow.
And the first feature-length animated film is a very popular one, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by Walt Disney. And Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs won 1 Oscar the year that it came out. And as like a trophy, they got 1 big statuette and then 7 smaller ones right beside it.
Oh, that's so cute.
So
I love that.
The Oscar they got for it is really, really cute. And they made it special just for Snow White.
Oh my
Because it was such a monumental film.
That's a really great movie.
I know.
Disney princesses, that whole thing is just, I love.
Who's your favorite Disney princess?
I mean, Tiana. I really liked Beauty and the Beast growing up. Like I dressed up as Belle. So her, there's so many. Rapunzel, the animated film for Rapunzel's it's Tangled.
I think
really
Tangled
good.
is my favorite Disney movie
so good.
ever.
That's so good. I could go on and on. I mean, there's so many good Disney animated movies specifically.
Yes.
I feel like they have one of the best collection of animated movies. Like Monsters, Inc.
Yes.
Oh, I love that movie.
And they have such a broad range of like from Snow White where they drew every panel, and then they moved on to, I think they were one of the first ones to do claymation. Maybe not the first, but kind of made claymation big with Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, which is actually my favorite Halloween movie.
Oh, really?
But
Corpse Bride. Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen that.
And then they've kind of gotten more into doing CGI for animation, which is the newest. Not enhancement. I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now. Innovation.
Very cool.
In animation. But yeah.
Well, now that we're on the topic of Corpse Bride and Halloween, we have a great event coming up. So get ready for some serious thrills at Scare You University in Pink Hill.
Ooh.
So Big Haunted Attraction is open starting tomorrow through October 31st at 8 p.m. And you can experience terrifying mazes, spooky surprises in this school haunted house. So check out their website for tickets and more information.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Like a university?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Schools, low-key, are one of the scariest places. Have you ever been in an empty school?
Yes.
And it's just a big hallway.
It's dark.
And it's just dark and empty.
It's a lie.
Yeah, that would be one of the scariest haunted houses.
Absolutely, absolutely. So at the start of our shows, we want to connect with you guys. If you've captured amazing moments showing the best of what ENC has to offer that you'd like Kaylee and I to react to, share, or know about, just scan that QR code, fill out the quick form, and send us your pics and bits.
Get ready for an unforgettable evening at the 11th Annual Aces for Autism Banquet. Discover how this event is making a big impact on local families. we are at the brand new state-of-the-art Aces for Autism Center right here in Greenville, and we're going to learn all about their upcoming banquet. So I am with Kyle Robinson, the CEO and founder of Aces for Autism. Thank you so much for having us today.
Oh, it's great to be here.
So can you please tell us what Aces for Autism is, their mission, and this new facility that you all opened recently?
Yeah, Aces for Autism is a nonprofit. It started 11 years ago with the story of our son Samuel. My wife and I have a 13-year-old that has autism. And we really had a vision to bring resources that were in other areas of the state, bring them to Eastern North Carolina. And throughout the years, this community has really rallied around Aces for Autism. And this past February, we were able to open up this brand new state-of-the-art facility. Our mission is to serve individuals and families, serve the families that are impacted by autism, and really walk alongside them and meet their needs. Autism is a spectrum disorder. There's a saying in the autism community, if you met one individual with autism, you met one individual with autism. Their strengths, their skill sets, the areas they need support in are all different, and we just meet each individual right where they're at and serve not only them, but their family.
And I know there is an upcoming banquet on October 28th. Can you tell us about that? What
Yeah.
people can expect?
Yeah, so we started with a banquet 11 years ago. Started with a tennis tournament and a dinner. That's how I got the name Aces for Autism. And our banquet is our main fundraiser throughout the year. The facility like we're in today wouldn't happen if it wasn't for our big banquet each year. And not only the support we get that night, but the awareness that we bring to the community and the long-term support that we develop and relationships we develop through that banquet. It'll be a night of celebration of the things that have happened at Aces for Autism over the last year. It's also a time where families are able to share their testimony of how, their story and journey with autism and how Aces for Autism has walked alongside them. And we'll have a fun time raising money. We'll have auction items from sports memorabilia to gift cards to jewelry to vacations and all types of fun stuff. And then we're really honored to have Sadie Robertson Huff, who is a well-known podcaster, Christian author, that'll be sharing a word of inspiration and hope at the night. And it's just really a night to not only raise funds, but just really celebrate what God's done through this ministry over the past year.
That's amazing. And Sadie Robinson was also on Duck Dynasty, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how can people continue to support your work outside of the banquet?
Yeah, so people can support us throughout the year, not only at our banquet, but throughout the year. We have, just like this coming Friday, we have a trunk or treat. We do stuff at Easter time with a big Easter egg hunt. We do stuff like that throughout the year where we need really people in the community to volunteer, their time to help us pull off those events that really is to help, just share joy to families and give them an opportunity that sometimes they miss out on.
Great. Now, when are ticket sales over for the banquet?
Yeah, so we're taking sponsorships
Yeah.
up until the week prior, and then we'll sell tickets all the way up through 5 p.m. the day of the event.
Where can people go to find out more information?
Yeah, people can go to our website to find out more information, acesforautismnc.com. We also have Facebook, Instagram.
Awesome. Well, I love what y'all are doing. This is an amazing initiative. Thank you so much for sharing, Kyle.
Thank you.
I'm Kaylee Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, I'll introduce you to someone who can turn this into this. Dennis Neal of Beaufort has been crafting with wood since he was a kid, making gifts for family and friends, but didn't start selling his work until around 2018. Now, he frequents local festivals with his handiwork and a goal to meet new people and impart some wisdom.
I've always been a woodworker, and when I went to school, I studied engineering, so I naturally like to make things. And before Hurricane Flo, what I did was just make gifts for the family and make things that the family needed. And so, but then when Hurricane Flo came, I had enough damage that I needed to make some money, so I started to try to sell some of this stuff. Flo came through in 2018, and sure enough, I made enough money to fix everything and then add on a little bit. And now I'm to the point where I'm not really a professional woodworker. I claim I have a hobby on steroids. I just like to make the smaller, more artistic things that are decorative but functional. And so if you want something as a gift, you know, for gifts and other things like that, I make functional things too, but not the big things. You know, there's other people that do that. I like to make things that nobody else makes. And then I really enjoy the markets and the festivals because I become part of it. Right, and whether I make any money or not is irrelevant. What it does for me is more than anything is the activity. Mm-hmm. Activity is the key to longevity, and I'm 71 and I want to keep on going for as long as I can. Favorite thing that I make? Mm-hmm. Probably toys. Mm-hmm. And the way that came about a year ago, somebody gave me a box of wheels. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I took that as a sign that I ought to try to make some toys. A toy will take me, I can make 3 toys in a week working 4 hours a night. So 24 hours on 3 toys, about average of 8 hours a toy. So then when I started making them and the kids were attracted to them and of course the young parents too, I'm having parents that have just had a baby start to, you know, buy a small toy. So, you know, I'm making a product that'll last a long time. And I make toys mainly for the children, and I get to talk to the young parent about my experience raising my kids, and it's a lot of fun. I meet a lot of interesting people, and it gives me the energy to keep on going.
So as far as like the name, Wisdom Woodworks, how did you come up with that?
Oh, that was years ago. Me and my brother were working together, and we both study wisdom, okay? Some form or fashion. A lot of things that I make are if there's art in them whatsoever, it's symbolic type of art. Okay, I use symbols to tell a story or symbols to express a viewpoint. So, and you know, it's not really, you know, a public service or anything, but I'm reaching people and talking about things that I wouldn't be able to talk about if I was not doing those. And I get to teach a little bit, you know, from my experience and find out, I meet more interesting people and we discuss things and so that's why I like it. I like it mostly because of the people that I meet when I'm out there in the markets in the festival environment.
So, if you're at a fair or festival in ENC and happen upon Dennis and his Wisdom Wood stand, stop by and admire the amazing artwork, but maybe hang around a little longer for some good conversation.
Wow, that's such a cool story.
I know, super interesting.
Very.
Yours sounds exciting.
It was. Very. So now it's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know to dry your nails faster after you paint them, you can dip them in a bowl of cold water for a few minutes, and this is just supposed to help speed up the drying process and get on with your day faster.
I have actually done that before. It does work because I'm super impatient. The only catch is you have to sit there with your fingers in cold water for like 10 minutes.
You do. And it does work. I've tried it as well.
Yes,
Great
you just
hack.
gotta toughen up.
Right. So up next is an opportunity to get great savings at one of the best E&C restaurants. But before that, let's get into trivia. So let's see if you get this right. Camp Lejeune is the largest marine base on the East Coast. Is it A, true, or B, false? We'll have that answer right after the short break. Stay with us.
Catch all the latest and past episodes
At WNCT.com/Eastern-Lifestyle.
All right, we're back. Let's find out if you got this question right. So if you chose A, true, you are right. Camp Lejeune is a major military base that serves as a primary training ground for Marine Corps operations.
It's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having a delicious dining experience. And today we are at Gorham's Cafe in Farmville. And make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 voucher for just $25, as these will sell out fast. We're here with Ernest Gorham, the owner of Gorham's Cafe. Thank you so much for having us today.
You're welcome.
So we have an amazing assortment of menu items here on the table, and I want to jump straight into these loaded fries because they look like they could feed, you know, a couple or even a whole family.
2 people could eat off that one plate, and what I have there is some fries, seasoned fries, and then I got loaded turkey barbecue or pork barbecue if you prefer, and then some homemade barbecue sauce to go drizzle on top of that.
Turkey barbecue is so healthy, which is insane too, so you're not going to feel too guilty, and people come from all over for your barbecue sauce because you're famous for it.
Yeah, famous for that barbecue sauce. It's homemade, so it's like a ketchup-based barbecue sauce, and we just drizzle it all over anything that you want it drizzled over. So, but the fries is a good touch with the barbecue, and I think people that's not from here loves the barbecue-based sauce. So.
What's the flavor profile of the barbecue?
Sweet and tangy.
Ooh.
Sweet and tangy.
That's
if you
fun.
like sweetness and you like a little tang, that's the item to order.
I love it. And of course, we gotta keep moving on with using our hands. We got a nice handheld turkey barbecue sandwich, right?
Turkey barbecue sandwich. If you haven't had turkey, I suggest you get turkey barbecue. Turkey barbecue we do is a vinegar-based turkey barbecue, and we have some homemade coleslaw. You have the loaded pork chop mac and cheese. I don't think you will find that anywhere. It's a seasoned fried piece of pork chop, and we put some of the famous mac and cheese on top of it, and then the bun, and it just goes well together.
Speaking of which, you have some amazing daily menu items that you gotta get here early if you wanna try them out because they only have a limited number, so that's you know, amazing.
We got different daily specials each day. Tuesdays we got chicken and pastry, hamburger steak, meatloaf. Wednesdays we have some turkey wings, some oxtails, some butter beans is one of the number one things we sell on Wednesday. And today we got steak and shrimp.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for having us, Ernest, because your food looks amazing, and I can't wait to maybe even try out that oxtail.
Oh yeah, you got to try that. You got to try it out there.
And make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 voucher for just $25 to Gorham's Cafe in Farmville because these will sell out fast.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris. This is On the Record. Thank you for joining us. Well, got a little bit of disco for you today. To call Casey and the Sunshine Band, when you think disco, good disco in the back of your mind, some people might even think good disco is an oxymoron. But when you think about disco, I can't help but think a little bit about Casey and the Sunshine Band. Case in point, Get Down Tonight. If I go to a wedding and they don't play Get Down Tonight, I think very poorly about the DJ or the person who made the playlist. It's just such a good song. Everybody will stop what they're doing and they will move to the dance floor. There's few songs as a DJ that I can think that will do that. And Get Down Tonight will absolutely do that. At the very beginning, it's got this maniacal guitar. Really what happened was they played the song back at a slow speed in the studio, about half. And the guitarist just laid down his kind of funky little... And then they said, okay, great. And then they took it and they sped it back up. And the whole song, the guitar included. And so now its pitch has been shifted and it's just so fast and so just insane sounding, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the song.
We're so glad that you joined us today. Make sure to share your ENT moments with us by scanning the QR code, and always remember to enjoy every moment of your Easton lifestyle. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3. Have a great rest of your day.